measures 13 by 10 meters with a midline dividing the court into two halves. Within each half of the court, there is a balk line. A raider has to cross this line in each raid to make the raid legitimate. If a raider crosses the bonus line with his trailing foot in the air, when there are 6 or more opposition players on court, he gets a bonus point. Lobby. These yellow zones on each side of the court get activated and become a part of the play area only after there is a touch between a raider and the defender. Each team starts the game with 7 players on court and 5 substitutes on the bench. Of the 7 players in a team, there are 2 corners, who are primarily defenders. There are 2 ins, who are primarily the key raiders of the team. There are 2 covers, who are on either side of the center and are again primarily defenders. And there is 1 center, who is either an all-rounder or a third raider of the team. A raid starts when a raider enters the opposition court. The maximum duration of each raid is 30 seconds. And during the raider has to keep chanting the Kabaddi chant. A raider first has to cross the balk line to make the raid legitimate. Then the raider can claim a bonus point by crossing the bonus line if there are 6 or more defenders on court. However, while 1 foot of the raider has to be between the bonus line and end line, his trailing foot has to be in the air. Or the raider can initiate a touch on any of the defenders. Once a touch has been initiated, the raider has to return to the midline without breaking the chant within the 30 seconds of raid duration to make the raid successful. When a raider initiates a touch on the opposition player using his hand, it is called a hand touch. When he initiates a touch using his feet or toe, it is called a toe touch. Whenever a defender tackles the raider by catching hold of his thigh, it is termed a thigh hold. When a defender tackles the raider by catching hold of his ankle, it is termed an ankle hold. An ankle hold is typically performed by a corner defender. When a defender tackles the raider by positioning himself between the raider and the midline and blocks the raider from returning back to the midline, it is termed a block. When the raider is dashed out of court of play beyond the lobby by a defender, it is termed a dash. A dash is typically performed by a cover defender. If a raider returns back to the midline after crossing the balk line without initiating a touch or claiming a bonus point, the raid is considered to be an empty raid with no points for either team. If a team has done 2 back-to-back empty raids, the third raid becomes a do-or-die raid for the team, meaning the third raid can't be an empty raid with the raider necessarily having to score a point either by bonus or touch. In the event that the raider is unable to score a point in this raid, a point is awarded to the opposition team and the raider is deemed out. A super raid is a raid in which a raider takes 3 or more points. Both bonus and touch points are considered in a super raid. When a defending team has 3 or lesser defenders on court and they successfully tackle an opposition raider, an additional point is awarded and the tackle is called a super.